welcome back to our continuing story on this 1954, number 354, and part number 4 today. And if you haven't had enough 4s, well, you're in for some more fun as we do some painting and decaling to make our 354 look a little bit more presentable for all of you. Today on Austin's American Flyer. Well, here is an update on the 354 Silver Bullet. Have the decals applied now, so after these cure, time for clear coat, and I've got the tinder done as well. So there's been a bit of a hiccup, I guess, with this process that I guess I'll share with you all. I was recently told that the yellow that Flyer used in decals, for reasons I don't fully understand, is very hard to reproduce, I should say, with current ink technologies. And so the first set of decals I got are the ones that I ended up using, but they are not yellow. They are bronze. And when I got to thinking about it, I thought, I'd really like to get the yellow and blue because that's what this engine had. And I'm trying to do a kind of a period correct restoration. So I picked these up off of someone who was selling them on eBay. And on eBay, they looked very yellow. They looked very bright. And they had a silver bullet with their decals on in the second picture, and it looked pretty good. So I ordered these. I think they came from California or something, and so it took over a week to get to me. And what's a little hard to see because my naked eye sees something different than what my camera and my video camera show. My naked eye sees a very faded blue and a yellow that really leans a lot towards the gold, or bronze, I should say. And I felt a little duped, to be honest with you, because when I would look at this with my eye and then look at what I see on my computer screen or my phone screen or whatever, it was two different shades. Not to mention the blue is faded here, and it was pretty distinct on the pictures. So I emailed the seller and I said, "Hey, I can't seem to get a good picture, but what I sent is not what you advertised." And they said, "Well, if you want to pay for return shipping, we'll give you your money back." And maybe that's just the way you do things. It's not the way I do things. If I've made a mistake, then I want to make it right. And to me, that seemed like maybe the seller felt like they were, doing right by reimbursing my money, but I was still out the shipping for something that, had I known it looked like this, I never would have bought it. So I took a big slice of humble pie and I went ahead and sliced these up and went ahead and put one on the side of the engine. And while it didn't look, I wouldn't say it looked outstanding, because again, the yellow was not very bright and the blue was very faded. What further disappointed me is, if I get in here real close, hopefully you can see all of the lines where the decal has just disappeared. So I gently slid it onto the side of the engine, and then I took a small wet brush and gently went across it to squeegee the water out. And that little bit of rubbing took the ink off. First time. And between the fadedness and the color, I just thought, I'm just going to pull this back off. And so I went to my plan A, which turned into plan C, and that was to use these. Now the color, again, is not yellow, but at least these decals are very good. I mean, they're distinct, and they're bright. And then I used the 354 from this other vendor, and I've had to be real careful. I've actually gone through the extra one that they sent because, again, the paint just lifts. You basically get no opportunities to do anything with it. So you put it down and then it better be right on, because if you touch it, the paint will disappear. So really poor quality. So anyhow, I guess maybe I'm being fussy, but those of you that have done this, I've spent a lot of time on this engine already, and this is kind of like the icing on the cake. I want it to look nice. Is it going to be perfect? No, I know that. But I certainly, I don't know. It's just really frustrating. I suppose it's just what we deal with. But it makes me wonder if I shouldn't experiment with making decals. I don't know if I will or not. Maybe I can't do any better. I mean, why would I? I don't have access to any high-end printing equipment, but it just frustrates me, and so I guess I'm griping. And then I also have the badge in the front, and love the way that looks. And I spent probably too much time trying to center it left and right and up and down. And so when it's all said and done, it's going to be great, and I'm going to forget about the fact that the decals on it are more bronze and yellow, but they still look nice, right? Right. There's the latest and greatest on our 354 Silver Bullet.